Hello from Western New York. And yeah, hopefully this is doing okay. You know. These were not doing okay, so I got another packet of seeds. And again, put them in the line. Spread the dirt over them. Well, actually, since the dirt was already there, I kind of dug a bit of a trench, narrow trench with my finger and put the seeds in said trench and just pack down, just tap down the dirt and then I kind of loosened my weed, the mulch I had on top, because it's like, it was kind of packed in there tight, so I just loosened it a bit, spread it out. Hopefully that'll encourage the plants to grow better. Yeah. Hopefully. It's just rained, and looking at my plants, Looking at the growth coming off of them. Although some don't have a whole lot of new growth, which is understandable. We don't always put on a whole lot of new growth. Especially given that summer is starting to get to the point where it's going to start to wind down. Corn. It's going to be starting to get cool the next few days. Well, maybe not, Summer's one of them crazy weathers, Can't wait for the bleeding hearts to pop up. That'll be nice. That won't be until next year. Until next spring. Probably should do some weeding around my roses. Probably be a good idea. Hopefully my blueberries are doing okay. There's Paris. Not sure if she noticed something. Rose over here doing good. We'll see what happens to it next year. Kind of get shaded a little bit. These roses are getting to the point where you might want to think about topping them. Here's the thing that's supposed to do at some point. That way they can focus, although you kind of have to be careful about that. Blueberry plants seem to be doing alright. I don't know if I'm going to put any soil acidifier around them this fall. I might, I'm not sure. might be a good idea to do that. When it comes to the blueberries, I'll be honest, I didn't get a good harvest. You know, I mean, birds being one reason. But on the other hand, I mean, I put them in last year, so not gonna get a big harvest anyways. I mean, I was surprised to see this grape produce grapes. This grapevine produced some grapes, you know, some bunches. So I'm kind of debating on if I should remove them, because I don't know if they look any good. You know, some of them look kind of small. Probably would be a good idea to prune them, clip them off. I was surprised with the gooseberries. You know, those turned out to be pretty tasty. Thought they'd be more tart. You know, it's like everybody says, they're not gonna taste good, they're not gonna taste good. They actually tasted pretty good. You know, once they got nice and ripe, you know, got nice and red. Although the red in my case took a little while longer, even though it was red. But it's like when it got to that point, oh, they were good. Oregon champions, you know, I'm gonna wait. And of course I got some tall weeds I probably want to cut down. Grapevine's doing pretty good, as I've mentioned. We'll see what happens next year. Hopefully this one will actually grow. I mean, the last vine I tied up, as you might have noticed in my earlier videos, it died. You know, so I had to cut it all the way back. Had to do a bit of cutting on this thing too, you know, I mean, because it's just like, it's like, I mean, there was a length, you know, it was like it had some dead stuff, and then there was, I better be careful about where you step right there, but then there was a, you know, there was a length that would have been nice, but it was just too awkward to try to train. This grapevine seems to be doing pretty good. A little bit eaten up by him. Well, they're all been eaten up by the Japanese beetles, but, you know, they're putting on the new growth this fairly well. Black Eye Susan's doing okay. Basil seems to be doing fine. Grape over here is doing pretty good. This one's doing okay. Hopefully it grows a little bit quicker next year. If that, you know, a little bit straight, you know. I mean, didn't really do a whole lot of growing this year, which I can understand. But every now and then you get those ones that surprise you. As for this one, well, there might be some new growth on it. Hopefully there is. You know, gladiolas are pretty good. I mean, got a couple of flowers opening on this one. Don't be too surprised with the rest of these come along. And I know hopefully the rest will also produce some nice color. Raspberries look like they're doing okay. Although, as I mentioned, I am going to do some cutting on them. You know, thin out the stuff that's seen it. Whew. This willow tree is going to get cut up. My landlord took a look at it. He's probably going to have to bring up a tractor. I just hope that when he does come, he doesn't, shall we say, do too much damage to my strawberry bed. And there's a squirrel. There's one jump ahead of me. Or a mole. Could be both for all I know. Going to need to take out some weeds. Most of the plants seem to be doing okay. Black raspberries are doing pretty good. Wilds are definitely doing some spreading. Probably should have only gotten a few, but you know, black raspberry plants are doing pretty good. Now I know there is some wild raspberries down in there. We'll see what happens. Well, I don't know if I'll be getting to them, obviously. Elderberries seem to be doing pretty good. You know, slowly getting ripe, you know. Well, they're green at the moment anyways. Oh. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of trimming. Sometimes there's too much weight on a plant to support itself. Fall raspberries are coming along nicely. Yeah, too bad these didn't produce it. Well, actually, might have some. Well, that's a shame. So, blackberry has died all the way back. But That looks. By the feel of it, too. The wild elderberries. Don't think they made it. So I didn't see any regrowth or anything like that. Fall golds seem to be coming along. Hopefully I'll have some nice some nice fruit on these. And they got some reasonably good flowers. Small raspberries, you know. Well, this is Western New York. Subscribe if you like this, post comments, click the like button, all that sort of stuff. Okay, goodbye.